What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I have a bunch of different stuff that I picked up or came in the mail today. Some of it came yesterday, some came today, and I went thrifting for Amazon FBA today and tried to avoid everything else and just Amazon FBA. But in the process, you see books that are there that you want. So I got a few more books. I also found a really cool bookstore. Popped in there. I found out that they will take trade-ins, which is cool. So I can actually maybe take in some of the books that I don't want or that are, not quite eBay, Amazon worthy, but might get a buck or two there, and I can stock up. They had a huge sci-fi section, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bookshelves, similar to that size there of sci-fi, fantasy, horror, all combined. But six pretty good. So I have a box that I want to open up too. So I wanted to do this so I can get into it. You guys might be like, "Wow, you're on really like a book kick here." And what happened to what sold videos and crap like that? If you notice, I didn't do videos for 6 months. It's because I didn't really want to do them. So I just recently was like, I kind of want to put stuff on YouTube for fun, or just be able to talk, or share with stuff with people, or just talk so it gets out, because I want to just, it's exciting, so I just want to share it with somebody that maybe there's a few people that care. So I was like, why don't you just do what you like, and just whenever you feel like doing a video and talking about it, just do a video and talk about it instead of worrying about it. And I also went, you know what, I'm not going to edit and go crazy and do this and do that. So I have, you won't believe, or maybe you'll believe, I don't know. I ordered several book hauls from eBay, like 3 of them that had, 2 had at least over 50 books in them, and 1 had 20 or something like that. So there's a huge stack over here, and I had recorded an unboxing video of all those last night, and not shortly after I had got into it, 40 minutes into it, I realized that it didn't record. So that was fun. And I'll do that one tomorrow or something. It's 1 in the morning, and I need to go to bed because I have to go do a side job tomorrow at 8. So I picked up a bunch of stuff that's for Whatnot. This one just looked cool, vintage book, and it had some light references to Lord of the Rings on there as a resemblance, but I don't know about that. Just a vintage copy of Agatha Christie. Some people are really into Agatha Christie, so thought somebody might like that. A Amadeus, what do you call it? Play script. Play script? No. The book with the play writing in it. So there's that. Same thing with this one. A Streetcar Named Desire. That's another one there. Found this P.D. James, The Children of Men. And I don't know who this is, but it looked sci-fi. So David Drake, When the Tide Rises. So that may be good. I'm just gonna throw those on Whatnot for whoever. Also, I'm not a big Trekkie. Don't hurt me. I'm not a big Trekkie, but I thought somebody might like this, The World of Star Trek. I also have somewhere, when I find them, I'll bring them out, but a huge stack of just Star Trek books. So I was going to put those on there as well. Stephen King Desperation, although I do have the hardcover as well. Sometimes I like to keep the paperback just so I can trash it if I need to. This one's got a split in the spine right smack dab in the middle. Definitely still readable. The rest of it is pretty cherry. So that one of those will be on there. Ooh, this one is finally. I've been always on the lookout for the 6th book in the Dark Tower series. I don't have it. I have all the other ones. I have hardcovers of some and trade paperbacks of others. So I finally found a paperback, and now I have the complete set, and I can start. I guess I could have started reading it anyway. If I needed to, I'd just order it, but I can start reading the full Dark Tower series all the way through. So that one's actually mine. Insomnia. I don't think I have this one in hardcover. I have it in paperback, but it is like a... Oh, don't drop. It's kind of trash, so this one will probably replace this one, and this one will go and whatnot. It's not trashed as in you can't read it. It's just, it's been well read. So that one, we'll do that. Grab this just actually for eBay purposes. There's a few first editions of this Bonfire of the Vanities on there for like, I think one sold for 30, one went for 60. So that's actually going to go on eBay unless somebody wants it. You know, let me know. Grab this just because it's a anthology of sci-fi and fantasy. There's the cover. It's 2017, and this has, oh boy, actually not too many people that I know in it there so far, but I'm not well versed. So cool. Well, some more people to get to know. So I may read a few of these. I may just pass it along. Depends how long it takes. Oh, I actually got that for my wife. She loves Julie and Julia, the movie. So she probably will want to read that. So set that over there, actually. I do not have this. If I remember, this isn't a short, it may be a short story in one of his other things, but this is color illustrated. So some black and whites also, but I mean, dude, okay, that's dope. And it's pretty minty. That thing is tight. Just picked this up for $1. Guillermo Del Toro. I think I grabbed one the other day. Yeah, I grabbed a hardcover on the Whatnot video, and so I wanted to just pick up some more. Might as well start. This is volume 1 to volume 1 also, so I can start it from the beginning. Just After Sunset. I have this in hardcover already, but it didn't have a dust jacket, so this one will take its place, and the non-dust jacketed one can be passed on to somebody else, so that'll be in Whatnot. Not sure if I'm going to keep this one yet. Kurt Vonnegut, and this is Hocus Pocus. It's supposed to be kind of goofy, comedy. All right, moving along. Andy Weir, The Martian. I love this movie. I thought it was awesome. It's kind of weird because it's a little bit like bland and just trucks along, but something about it just like completely had me engaged the whole time. And interestingly enough, my wife does not like anything sci-fi. She doesn't like anything that's like not reality. So we usually don't get to go see or talk about or read anything that's even remotely in that, you know, ballpark at all. And she loved the movie, so stoked. Maybe we'll read this one together, actually. So that's kind of fun. I think this is a YA book. It's called No Safety in Numbers. 4 teens, 1 bomb, no escape. Seemed kind of interesting, so maybe I'll try that one, or maybe I'll just pass it along. These don't go for much, but it was the complete set. It's the book's based on True Blood, or the True Blood is based on Sookie Stackhouse. Yeah, Suki Stackhouse novels. And so I thought maybe somebody would want this. It's pretty heavy, so not sure if that's a good whatnot thing because the shipping will kill you, but we'll see. I'll play around with it. Okay, before I really started like kind of putting together a collection or actually having it up, I found at a thrift store, they were going out of business, so they just basically said grab as many books as you want and it'll be like, you know, not very much. So I grabbed two of the large wide Rubbermaid tubs, full, like overflowing, and then the lady's like, oh, I have this whole other tub of like science fiction books and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, do you want it? I was like, yeah. And so she brought it out, and it had pretty much every Dune novel in there in hardcover, like super mint, like these. All of them. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. And I actually sold them in a big lot on eBay, kind of like a dummy before I even realized. And I think it went for a pretty good amount. But I thought, you know what, I should have kept them. And so I came across these two today, and I know they're not, you know, like they're not high dollar on their own. But I figured, you know what, I can start piecing together the whole spiel again if I want. So I don't know anything about this book. It looked very interesting, so I grabbed it. It's only $1, $23.12. I think this is this is a guy. He's a Hugo, Nebula, and Locus Award winner, and nominated also for Arthur C. Clarke Awards and things like that. So I don't know anything about him. Kim Stanley Robinson, but it really looked like it could potentially be good, so I grabbed it. Basically a brand new copy of Stephen King and Peter Straub Black House, pretty much mint. I have the hardcover, and I think I already passed on the paperback, so I'll probably just pass this one on as well, because I already have the hardcover with dust jacket and everything up there, so that'll be a whatnotter. I have a couple copies of Frankenstein, but this is something that I think people are after all the time, so I just picked up another one to pass along. I don't know Karen Miller, but this is a Kingmaker, Kingbreaker Book 1. Looks like fantasy, so thought somebody might want that one as well. This one I'll probably keep, although it is a sequel and I don't have the other ones yet. There may be some in this big book haul. I'll have to go through that first before I decide, but some C.J. Cherry Inheritor. So that may or may not be on Whatnot. We'll see. I don't know if these are going to go on there. I don't know if anybody would want them on there, or if I should bundle them up, or well, I'm not sure what to do with these yet, but I have a huge stack of sci-fi, fantasy magazine, some all the way back. I mean, this one's 1977, 79, and then the rest of these are 90s, but I have two large boxes out in storage as well. So I have probably like 50, 60 maybe of these, so not sure what to do with those yet. I might bundle them up as a big old fatty bundle on eBay. I might go through and find some of the authors I really want to, you know, read some of the little short stories by them and pull a couple of those out. I'm not sure. I don't know if I said before, but I picked up just a mint copy of Dr. Sleep. That's going to replace my other one. Found a Stephen R. Donaldson, Chaos and Order hardcover. I don't think I talked about these ones yet. I'm trying to remember where I found this. Oh, yeah. There's a little janky like thrift store near me. It's just cooking in there all the time, so I don't like to hang out in there. But I hadn't really scanned the books for Amazon in there yet, so I just went for it. Usually it's hard to get to the books. There's like couches in the way, and and then when you grab them, they're like you ask them how much they are, and they're like, well, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of it's a hardcover, so I don't know, that's probably going to be $5-10. And I'm like, you know, every time I ask, I'm like, forget it. I don't even want to bother. But this time I said, hey, if I buy a bunch, you want to do like $1 a piece or $2 for a hardcover or something? And they're like, okay. And so I grabbed a big stack, and this was one of them. Found this cool trade Omnibus of Asimov Foundation Trilogy. So it has Foundation, Second Foundation, Foundation, and Empire. And I don't have this one yet, so I will probably go ahead and just, if I think I have Foundation, and I think I have Foundation and Empire. I can't see them very well from here. Maybe I'll pull those two out, throw them in Whatnot, and then put this one in its place. Kind of always wanted to read this, so I grabbed it. Lord of the Flies. So this one looks interesting to me. I am not, like I said, not a Trekkie, but found a little box set, out of order box set of early James Blish Trek novels. So this may make me want to be a Trekkie if I read a couple of those, or someone may be really into those. I'm not sure. I haven't looked them up or anything to see if they sell well or what. But I just grabbed them because it's Blish. So I don't know anything about this either, but vacuum flowers. So interesting cover. Yeah. This one looked kind of cool. It's a Ringo. I have a huge stack of Ringo books out there, and I haven't in storage, and I haven't pulled them out yet to go through them. So I'm not sure if we'll see if somebody's interested in Ringo, and then I'll maybe put those on eBay. But this one actually looked really cool, like it says it's a transdimensional hunter novel, and just got like the Viking rune necklace and stuff like that on there. So it kind of looked interesting, so I grabbed it. I talk a lot sometimes, babble on and on. But anyways, End of Watch, hardcover, basically mint condition. This bookstore is a little bit more expensive, but I picked it up for $12. That's more than I wanted to pay for it, but I was pretty sure I didn't have that one, and I've never seen it out at a thrift store, and I was a little bit over excited because I was just like a kid in a candy store. Okay, found some Salvatore Dungeons and Dragons books there for $4 each. I don't know how well these are going to do, but I'm pretty sure I have an incomplete set of this one. Like I have 1 and 3, or like 1 and 2 or something, and so I found 2 and 3 together, and so hopefully that completes the set, and that'll make it a little more valuable. So that's probably going to go on eBay. This looked great. H.P. Lovecraft, Mountains of Madness, At the Mountains of Madness. So stoked for that. That's personal. Another novel tie-in, or movie tie-in novel, whatever. Close Encounters. It's pretty cool. Steven Spielberg. I'm not sure if he wrote it, or it says a novel by Steven Spielberg, so maybe he had a ghostwriter or something. Grabbed a Conan. I don't have hardly any Conans, so If It Bleeds, I believe this is one of his newest novels, so I don't have this one, so I'm stoked for this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this this might be the most recent. Yeah, 2020. So that is going on my shelf. Zelazny, Alien Speedway. Cover's pretty dope. So that one's going in there. The Courts of Chaos by Zelazny. I paid a little more than I like to on these. The other bookstore I know, or I go to, that has a decent sci-fi selection, it's like a half price deal, so they do half of the price, the original price, so like that's $175, so it'd be like 90 cents or something, which is steal for these. This one was $3, so a little more than I like to pay for them. But Guns of Avalon, Roger Zelazny. But It was kind of working. All right. Let's see. Oh. Well, hello. Decently packed. All right. So we got a Star Trek novel, Planet of Judgment. It's Halderman, I think. Yeah, Joe Halderman. And since I'm not a big Star Trek fan, this one may just get passed straight along to somebody else on Whatnot if they're interested. Possible Worlds of Science Fiction. This is a compilation again, but it's got Bradbury, Asimov, A.E. Van Vogt, Leinster, Simak, Paul Anderson, so that's kind of cool, and I'll probably keep that one and go through those. Enemy Mine, another tie-in novel. I don't actually remember ever seeing that, so I'm wondering, maybe I'll watch it and read it at the same time. No. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I like it. Another one. So I'm stoked for that. Do you see if I'll ever... Ooh, this is why you don't put two books in the same... You dirty rat. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on that one because it is stuck all the way. Arthur C. Clarke, Islands in the Sky. And then the one it's stuck to is Science Fiction Discoveries, edited by Carol and Frederick Pohl. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. Pulled a little. Shoot. But there's the front. This is why I try and separate them. Put something in between. Oh, you dirty dog. I bet if I put this out, I wonder if I put it either in the freezer or I allowed it to get kind of warm tomorrow, how it would do. Oh, whew, got it. What the? Oh my goodness. Connoisseur Science Fiction. Look at this cover. What? What the butt face is going on there? Oh my goodness. All right. Cool. Okay, got a bunch of different authors in there. I'm going fast. Arthur C. Clarke, Imperial Earth. Sorry. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry. Because you know what? I'd sit here and watch an hour-long video and be entertained by looking at all these books, so I'm not sorry. Because the people who like it will like it. So there. World's Best Science Fiction, 1967. It's got Zelazny, Pohl, Dick, Aldous, Davidson. So this is pretty cool. So, World's Best. I like these little things just to, you know, if I don't know an author, I can get a little taste of some of their writing. Sometimes it actually hurts because hurts future because the short story sucks or something, and then you're like, I don't like that author. But sometimes it'll be like, ooh, I like that, so I'm gonna keep reading. Sterling E. Lanier, The Unforsaken Hierro, or Hierro. Like I said, it's late. H. Beam. Oh, no. Yes. Oh, thank you. That was much better. H. Beam Piper Space Viking. Okay, this, I got it because it said Viking. No, it's just, it looks actually really cool. Look at that art. That's pretty awesome. So, I don't know anything about H. Beam Piper, though. Oh, it's the famous author of Little Fuzzy. Oh, okay. Cool. It says an epic science fiction adventure to compare with Foundation and Starship Troopers. So some big shoes to fill. And then Best Science Fiction Stories of the Year, Nebula Award, Stories number 11, edited by Ursula K. Le Guin. And it has just also, Zelazny and other guys, Halderman and things like that. So looks like Ellison's in there. And so that's pretty cool. And that was what came in that box today. I will stop there because I have roughly 150. Oh, 2 more on this thing that I got at the bookstore. Sorry, real quick, I forgot they were even in here. 2 more. Big old fatty Sanderson book, first edition. I saw this on eBay for roughly 50-60 bucks, and it's book 2 of the Stormlight Archive. And I have sold several Sanderson book first editions for 50, 60, 70 bucks. So this one was 12, so I grabbed it because I'm hoping I can get maybe 50 or 60 for it, and it'll pay for some of the other ones that I got. So I don't have a huge collection of Sandersons other than the Mistborn trilogy because I found it all at once. So I kept that one. Apparently he's just an amazing author, so maybe I'll start reading some of those. But I haven't got there yet. Oh, and then Sleeping Beauties, basically a brand new hardcover, except for these little, I'm not sure what those are from, but little red marks on the top, which I'm okay with. I don't mind that so much, and I don't have that one, so it's going right in there. And that's that. All right.